Holy fucking shit. I wasn't recording. I fucking wasn't recording. It's alright, it's just 10 minutes at best of missed content, and yeah, you guessed it. I'm just doing the dungeon. I'm trying out a large map this time to see, and so far it yielded 2 treasures that had money on it, so that was pretty nice. Looking good so far, unlike the previous one I did. And yeah, I'm currently regretting my life choices on choosing to grind when I could just be playing the main game. But I want that rank up, man. I live for that grind. Oh wait, yep.
Just give me a challenge.
Why is Salvo just stuck there?
I don't need any help.
Fine, I think. Thank you.
My thanks, dear friends.
Oh, right. Ah!
Whoa, that feels good. The mother's strength flows through me.
I wonder if the music will change eventually. The battle music, I mean. Or if this is the battle music for the entire game. It was fine for Final Fantasy because it was an NES game and it was a really good track. But you bet your ass I'm gonna be a bit more. I'm gonna have a bit higher standards for a game made in presumably 2018.
My thanks, dear friends.
If anything, getting to try out the other classes feels really nice. All of them really do have their own merits and goodness.
Ow! What was that?
That if I stayed just a little longer with the other classes and did a different kind of team, I definitely wouldn't have regretted it. But
Did we win?
for what it's worth, I'm sticking to the team that I chose. I am not changing. I have no plans of changing. And I wonder if I should try grinding on the real dungeon instead. I'll still go here since there's lots of nice loot. But once I beat Jormander, I'm gonna see if I can get XP faster by grinding in the actual dungeon instead. I'm gonna lessen the encounter rate a bit.
Like a fish.
Let me help.
You're mine. All right.
And that was a lovely fight.
Wow, we won.
Honestly, grinding here is pretty tedious. As soon as Luvobi hit double digits, that's it. Immediately, this place just becomes a whole lot less worthwhile to do. For grinding. And I'm gonna set it to 0.5. Focus more on just exploring and looting.
Thank you.
Luckily, there's a thingy here. A deciphering thing. I'll go right. Another useless hallway. Mapping the place whole will be beneficial since I am not gonna remember all this bullshit. Oh my god, oh my god.
Ow! What was that?
harp of harmony calm their restless souls.
Really? First time that's happened. Friendly reminder, I guess, that this could still fail. That attack could still fail.
Did anyone else feel that? Come here, you!
Yeah, Salvo's just stuck there for some reason. I think I'll have to restart the game to do something about it, but I don't wanna. Alright, so far just 2 treasures. Once again, the large map proves to be fruitless to generate. Dang it.
Let me help.
All the enemies go first.
Ow! What was that? Alright. Ah!
I don't need any help. Too easy.
Don't say that, Alma. You might just get what you want. This is atrocious. Maybe I'll go leave the place when I find a decipher thing. If one does exist. Or I could fight Yormander. I'll go with that. I could increase Umag's defensive capabilities instead of her offensive ones, now that I think about it. I could start with Controlled Rage. Getting parry would be nice too. Try getting control rage. Being able to survive death can be clutch. Perhaps I should reconsider. Maybe I should consider resetting skill points for Umag. Oh, bye. Literally forgot about everyone else. Perhaps I should max out Major Heal. I think it's best if I try to get Trained Surgeon. Oh shit, forgot about Miara. Right. I don't like how squishy Luvobi is, just due to her level. But we should be fine. Won't need it. Let's go.
All right, let's fight. I don't need any help. Thanks. Now you got it coming. Tommy, you.
Yeah. Thought this would happen.
Let me help.
My thanks, dear friends.
Let me help you.
Embrace your death.
Let me help you. Whoa, that feels good.
Just try taunting. Nice.
Embrace your death.
Bullshit.
I don't need any help.
Oh, it lasts until removed. Wow. That's kind of crazy.
Thank you.
I'm an idiot.
Let me help.
Right on hand. Powers of the heavens.
Let me help.
Embrace your
No.
death.
What was that?
Let me help.
Whew.
Did anyone else feel that?
Hard one.
Butterbean was such a poor soul, torn between a truth that he could not comprehend. I pray that his soul finds peace.
Really? Fucking Yeti armor? We're out of there. Dun, 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 dun. pop out. It's nice to be back here.
Fighting time.
If only because it isn't fucking dark as all hell. This is a bad idea. Why the fuck is she all in the— why the fuck did they put Bailey in front?
Thank you.
Am I made of stupid? Don't answer that. I guess we should just go all out.
Educated strike. All it takes. Ow! What's that?
GA died, that's actually fine. I'd say it's quite lucrative, XP-wise at least.
I'll gut you like a fish!
Ah, get down. Too easy. Thanks.
Equivalent exchange.
Harp of harmony, calm their restless souls.
I don't need any help.
Let me help.
Come here, you!
Brawn wins battles, brains win wars. Thank you.
I'm getting 2 in 1 even though I don't have the skill. So that means the skill is fucking useless. Even the skill is useless.
All right, let's fight.
Let me help. Dang.
Oh, come on.
That was fun. Let's do it again.
Just a problem with grinding for a frontliner. Fuck it, I'm gonna fight the dragon again.
There are many magical tomes within.
But I could, if I could. Stars and... Oh, am I kidding? I don't fucking remember anything about that poem. I like girls.
Oh, right. Fighting
I have a
time.
very great female side.
All right. Yeah.
Now you got it coming.
Fuck.
All right.
Oh my god. No! I don't think Luvobi's worth leveling up, guys.
That feels good.
She's way too frail as a frontliner. I think at this point it really isn't her levels, but just the class itself. Ronins are way too fragile. They might be my least favorite. They basically can't do anything at all. Honestly. Money's good. Gosh, I was trying to spray
I'll
those.
gut you like a fish. That feels good.
Let's go, everyone.
Stay down, you bad. Stay down.
What did she say? Livobi language. I just keep getting money from these chests as of late. I don't mind, it's exactly what I want, but... weird. Is it more money? Aww. Had to jinx it.
All right, let's fight.
That I know that I was gonna be on all bossy. This means that, for example, a boss that expert mode such as Calamaria have from
Thank you.
shut up. Anyway. Some people who are smart, a lot was created and originally I planned on having every single boss fight fight in one video. Finishing all bosses in Inqua Isle 1 and Inqua Isle 2. The video was over 40 minutes long. And yeah, I'm not making a 2-hour-long YouTube video, so Inqua Isle 2 bosses. So without further ado,
Embrace your death.
Inqua Isle 1. But before we can start this challenge, I obviously have to go over the rules for this challenge are very, very simple. I was going to start from the new save file, and I was going to beat every single Inqua Isle 1 boss with the mod on. Yeah, that's it. Obviously, massive shout out to GOTGM on YouTube for helping me.
Let me
And
help.
also,
Thank you.
Come here, you little.
And of course, if you want to see Inqua Isle 2 for this challenge, let me know in the comments below. And also, like the video. If you want a like poll for this, just let me know that you want to see it. And without further ado, let's get straight into Inqua Isle 1. To start off this fight, I'm going to do the obvious thing and take a hit so I can get some invincibility frames to go behind Mr. Potato Man and shoot his nice potato. So this pretty much saves us from taking any damage in this phase. I know it's cheap, but I do. The only thing it doesn't save us from is the exit that we've been doing this with. It's already in.
I don't need any help.
Putting it in perspective, this phase actually has the most health devil with 1,100, and this phase has 4,000. This means that this phase and this phase only almost has double the HP of the final boss. Our next phase up is the Indian phase with 4,250 HP. This phase isn't terrible. The only problem is it's really easy to take stupid damage, especially after.
Let me help.
Embrace your death.
Like this one, for example, it doesn't look like it's gonna hit me, but it ends up hitting me, and there's nothing I can do about that. I just try to do as little movement as possible so I can stay close to him and use the spread shot. We're on to the third and final phase. Again, I use the spread shot phase. And all I do is
Not again.
super meter since I have this channel. Spread shot EX. Extremely difficult, so it's just about being on this phase for a really long time. But
Come here, you little. yeah! Oh my god! Oh, that was stupid! What's stupid? Oh my god! What was that? We have to sit the whole timer, bro. What was that?
Let me help you.
Yeah, I should probably Anyways, I went and did treetop trouble for some extra coins, and then I of course walked
What was that?
I'll be comparing the HP and time I took with the boss fight. Single boss, so don't worry about that. We're on to the next boss, Luke the Grand.
Ah, cool.
That's right, this boss is obviously Goofy the Grand. This boss is
Sure.
going to be a little bit different because the first phase is no longer
Ah, yeah, she's gonna do adverse combat. I was thinking, wait, did I frickin' forget to...
But it's obviously not perfect. Starting off, we've got the first phase, which has 3,060. What I'm gonna do is the same route, and I'm just gonna chase around with a roundabout. Chase around with a spread shot, so that I'm close up to him, and that can obviously lead to some stupid damage. So I'm just gonna chase him around with a roundabout shot, and then once he stops to do the lunge attack, I'm just gonna crouch underneath it and use the spread shot for tons of damage.
Thank you for completing this task for me.
Yep, I know.
I will be able to save many wounded with this one specimen you've brought. Through a series of unfortunate traumas, I was raised on the island of Lemuria. The black jungle there is rampant with panther. We use the skulls of those beasts to make our medicines. It is in this way we honored Quen Nuraluel, mother of the island's royal bloodline. Some believe Quen alone fought off the dark forces during their encroachment from the Darklands, devouring the heart of the jungle to become a panther, which swallowed the Dark Fleet in a blackness deeper than night itself. A nice story, but one at odds with the mainland. Those from around Giamata believe the great hero, Warwick the Mighty, battled back the dark forces further south than can be seen.
Why the fuck are you doing this exposition dump about some stupid shit world?
I am not sure which history to believe, but sometimes, in my dreams, I can hear a endless purring. One that all
Wrong
from
grammar.
Lemuria claim to hear in only the most blissful of sleeps.
God, this game has too much of a fetish for its own world building.
Phase of the most, so it doesn't matter. Phase 2 has 5,600 HP, which is
Just a little longer. I don't even care if Luvobi reaches 20. Just
5 to 7 times before he does his
let Mara
This
hit
is
it.
pretty much the exact same as phase
You know, I think
1,
I'll get rid of.
but bigger, which is why we're gonna do the exact same strategy as phase 1. Like the boss fight, pretty much the only time I take damage during this phase is when I did. For example, look at this hitbox. Like, what is that? Anyways, after a really long time of just doing the exact same thing over and over and over again, we're done with this phase. Now we're on to the final phase, and luckily for us, yeah, no, this phase still has a lot of HP. 5,040 to be exact. Much like the first phase, I'm just gonna play it safe and chase him around with
I
the
don't actually
roundabout
need
shot.
Oswald's contest.
Using the spread shot, yes, it does a lot more damage. But if
Okay,
I can take
since I have
really easy
everybody
damage,
in the
which
group.
I don't want to do because we've already been doing this boss fight for like 8 minutes. Since I'm doing whatever this is, now's probably a perfect time to say if you want to see all of these boss fights in full for some reason, you can go check out the playlist link in the description, which is every single stream I did on this channel. You know, I've been with him for so long, he's kind of my friend. Just kidding, I shot his grave to death. Yes! Let's go! Oh my god. Nope, we're gonna hit double digits. Let's go! And there we go. Second boss down. Big run. My head is still not so big. Now you might be wondering to yourself, so what's the solution to this problem? How are you gonna do that? Maybe I'll like try and use like maybe a different shot or oh yeah, this works. So I originally tried doing this boss fight with the roundabout and the spread shot, but that absolutely sucks and I do not want it. So I went and got some more coins and I picked up the crack shot. We have the crack shot and the few corner strats. The corner strat is the thing that I used for my Christmas video, but basically if I'm sat in this corner, no seeds can hit me, and since I have the crack shot, any plants that get spawned by seeds instantly get killed. And on the off chance that something doesn't instantly get killed, like the flying plant at the top, all I have to do is just jump, and then it doesn't hit me with any projectiles, and we're still safe. This strategy takes way longer than doing it normally, since most of my bullets are hitting the plant instead of hitting me, but I mean, I'm not dying. After a really long time of him doing the exact same attack over and over and over again, we're finally in the next part of the first phase. Now I should probably mention that this phase has 8,100 health, which yes, is almost equivalent to fighting the devil 4 times. Anyways, during this part, he switches from 2 different attacks. For the first attack, he does 3 mini attacks, which can be one of 2 variations. The seed attack or the boomerang attack. The seed attack can easily be dodged with his Chalice double jump, and the boomerang attack can just be jumped under. The second attack he does is where he extends either on the top of the screen or the bottom of the screen. This is also really easy to dodge. It grabs it really clearly. But also, look at this dodge. Pretty cool. Since we know the pattern of each attack, this part is really easy to do. And again, really the only problem is he has 8,000 health. But finally, we're on to the final phase, which is again pretty simple. He has 2 attacks that he does. One is where he attacks the platform you're on with vines, and the other one is where he shoots drug flowers at you. Like I said, this phase is pretty easy. I just want to watch what platform I'm on and make sure there's no vines coming on it. I also want to make sure there's no flowers coming across the screen, and that I don't dash across the direction. This phase has a lot less health than the last phase. It has 6,900, which, what's funny, I don't understand. I just use my roundabout EX as much as possible, since using my vertical super is pretty much useless. And other than that, it's just waiting, and we're done. Yes! Oh my god! Oh!
Oh no.
15.5 minutes. Alright, now Cagney's down, and we have 2 more bosses left in Equal Isle 1, but they are absolutely terrible. But here's my plan. Beat both Rivian Croaks and Hildeberg so I can get to Equal Isle 2, so then I can get to the second mausoleum and unlock Miss Chalice's Super Art 2. If you don't know, Miss Chalice's second Super Art is literally the best in the entire game, and it is the reason why the challenge is actually. Don't worry, go back to bosses on expert mode. Once we're in Equal Isle 2, we've got 1 more boss to beat on Simple.
Too easy.
This is Jimmy the Great. After a 10-minute long fight on Simple mode, we go to Mausoleum 2, finish it. Now we've got Super Art 2, and it's time to go beat up some frogs. Here's the big Croak's first phase. This phase is pretty simple. They can only do one attack each, and that's absolutely it. Ribby will throw a pattern of fire punches at you, one on the bottom, one on the middle, one on the top, one in the middle, and then one on the bottom. This attack's really simple to dodge. All you have to do is jump, duck, and then jump again, and that's it. While Ribby's doing this, Croaks will also shoot out some Firefly minions, but they're really easy to kill with the spread shots, and they're not a big deal. During this phase, we get to see what Miss Chalice's second super art actually does. It's called the Shield Pal because once you have a full super, you can use it, and there's this little shield that floats up next to you, and it acts as an extra hit point. So basically, once we use our super art, the Shield Pal is just gonna stay there until we take damage. Once we do take damage, it's gonna take the hit for us and disappear instead of us losing any HP. You can only have one of these active at a time, but that's why this was so important. I could just save up my super and have a shield Pal always ready for if I
all this fuss over me.
and these super long
Yeah,
fights
joking.
was difficult because I didn't have to constantly worry about my HP. Like I said, the attacks in this phase are pretty easy to dodge, and that combined with our shield power, 40 HP. I know it's a lot, but anyway, this phase is easy, and we're on to the second phase. The second phase is literally the complete opposite because it has 7,410 HP. The first attack, bouncing works at us. These are pretty simple to dodge. I just walk back and forth like trying to hit him. The other attack that he does is half of the fireball attack in the first phase. Other than that, it's just a really long phase. I'm gonna try my best to be as close to Croaks as I can and use my spread shot. If I can get all the bullets to hit him, it does massive damage. And yeah, this phase is just really, really long, but it's easy, so hey, I'll take it. With that phase done, Croaks is gonna commit a legal act of cannibalism and turn into a slot machine. Now, it's even worse than the second phase. With 6,650 HP, it doesn't sound bad, but when you realize that I can only hit him during a specific amount of time, it sucks. If you didn't know, you can only damage the slot machine while it's attacking, so we have to pair the hand to deal any damage. You know how many times I have to pair the hand? 20! In this phase, there's 3 different attacks you can do. The snake attack, yes, they're snakes, they have goddamn teeth. During this attack, you just have to jump between platforms. It's definitely the easiest attack. The next attack is the bull attack, which is pretty simple. It's just platforms with lasers that cut off either the top or the bottom of the screen. So all you have to
Just
do
give
is
me
pay
a
attention to
challenge.
which way they're pointing and dodging. The third attack, which is hands down the hardest attack. Very similar to the snake attack, except each platform shoots out a ball that you have to dodge. But I have so much practice.
Embrace your death.
What was that? Did anyone else feel that?
Oh, let's go! Told you, bro. Super R2 didn't even take a hit. Not a single hit of damage. 4 HP. Come on, man. Oh my god! Oh my god, is it gonna be longer than Cagney? No. And even as difficult as that was, it's nowhere even near the next boss. No, man! Oh my god! In 6 minutes of just that phase. Ladies and gentlemen,
Here, let me help. Did anyone else feel that? I can.
that's my boss that calls mine. It's gotta be has 6 different phases, but I'm only going to talk about 4 specifically because phases 1, 3, and 5 are the exact same. In total, phases 1, 3, and 5 but they're really easy phases.
Thank you.
The only thing that happens is Hildeberg shoots stuff at you and Zeppelin stuff at the right side of the screen and also shoot at you. In phases 3 and 5, you get the tornado attack, like a homing missile, but all you have to do is go into mini plane and go underneath it. But since this phase isn't interesting, now's the perfect time to talk about why my charm is the best. The charm I have equipped right now is the heart rate. You get the relic, but it's way too hard to get. Anyways, the heart rate gives you HP back on your first, third, and 6th parry. So if you get 6 parries without taking any damage, you can have 6 HP instead of 3. This is perfect for plate bosses because during plate bosses, super you only have 3
Let me help you.
so I can't use 1,000 seconds.
Embrace
Any
your
damage
death.
means I'm gonna have to stick with that amount of HP for the rest of the fight. And having double the amount of hits helps a lot. But now we get to the actual interesting phases, starting with the Gemini phase. We end up doing the Gemini and Sagittarius phase because we're on expert, so Taurus phase doesn't exist. This phase is pretty simple. The Zeppelins from phase 1 are still here. The only thing that changes is the main attack. The orb that spawns in the middle of the screen shoots in a random direction. It can either be clockwise or counterclockwise, and all we have to do is put it. Again, this phase is simple, although it is pretty easy to get caught in some stupid places to take damage. But luckily, the total HP for this phase in specific is 4,500 HP. To combine this with the 4th phase, the Sagittarius phase, which has 4,800 HP, gives the total amount of Speaking of the Sagittarius phase, it's pretty annoying. Again, the Zeppelins are still here shooting at us yet again. The main attack of this phase is the bow that gets shot at you. There's an arrow that comes out,
Let me help.
also 3 homing stars that come. My strategy for bow is to take one star and pick up the other remaining 2. This strategy worked most of the time, but if it didn't, I would use my super to try and pull the rest of the bow. Overall, just a really long and annoying phase because again, it's really easy to take some stupid damage. During the winning attempt, I did take damage on this phase, which meant I had 5 HP going into the 5th and 6th phase. Since the 5th phase is just the 3rd phase with a few more Zeppelins, we're gonna skip straight to the 6th phase. Our 6th and final phase is definitely her most annoying phase. The reason behind this is because it lasts for so long. In this phase, she had 11,070.
Embrace your
It's
death.
just insane. Most health of the boss is 3,000. Expert, this phase almost has 12,000, meaning that this phase alone is basically 4 times the Hildeberg boss fight for an expert. During this phase, there's stars that get shot at you from the right side of the screen. There's also UFOs that go up above you. The problem is that
Let me help.
early, so you don't get hit by the laser and the red one gives up half. All of this combines for a super annoying phase and super annoying boss fight. But finally, we're done. So I might still do that because Go! Let's go! Let's go! That's the longest boss so far. Yo! Finally, we are done with the Inkwell Isle 1. Round boss with the most HP was of course being broken with 19,000 HP.
I don't need any help.
Boss that took the longest to defeat
I
was
feel
Agni
myself
Carnation
getting
in
stronger.
15 minutes and 59 seconds. Obviously, the play boss with the most HP was Hildeberg with 30,000 health. And Hildeberg was also the longest flame boss fight at 16 minutes and 8 seconds. And that's it for Inkwell Isle 1. I hope you enjoyed the video, and again, if you want to see Inkwell Isle 2, let me know in the comments below and like the video. Luckily for the people who stayed to the end, I've got a big surprise for you. Hopefully next weekend, the sequel to the Five Nights at Freddy's Without Lights long video and it takes a long time to edit. But I'm working really hard to get that video out and I hope you're excited. And as always, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye. After reading through a few comments from my last video, it's safe to say that you all want Equalile 2. That's exactly what I'm going to give you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cuphead Expert Mode, but every boss has 10x HP, Equalile 2. Just a bit of backstory, I had a joke about making a Cuphead mod which multiplied all boss HP by 10. For some reason, I took that literally, and I actually did it. If you have absolutely no brain cells left, and for some reason want to try out this mod, you check the description and download the mod for yourself. But
That's me
heading
right
on
now
to
because I'm
Equalile
doing
2, I'm
this
gonna go over
bullshit.
the rules of this challenge. The rules are very, very simple. I was gonna
Even
start
though
with
I
the
really,
file,
really
and in
don't
this
have
video,
to,
I'm
and I
gonna be beating
really,
every
really
single
shouldn't
Equalile
be.
2 boss with the mod on Expert. Just in case you missed part 1 where I beat every single Equalile 1 boss, I'll link the video in the description for you to watch after this video, obviously. And that's pretty much it. Again, before this video begins, I do want to give a big shout out to GOTGM on YouTube, because without his help, this mod wouldn't even be created.
Just
so
give
big
me a
shout out.
challenge.
If you want to see Equalile 3, which has hands down the more responsible for this entire mod, comment down below Equalile 3 and get this video to some amount of likes, whatever, I don't care. Just make sure that I know you want to see it. And with all that said, let's get straight into this challenge. What better way to start the challenge and to start Equalile 2? We're of course talking about
Thank you. Thank you. Wow, we won.
Of course, we're ready to beat up some clowns. The first phase of this boss fight is what I consider to be the easiest phase. In this phase, he has 3,145 HP, and all of his attacks are really easy. Well, technically he only has one attack and the 3 dashes across the screen, but there's also the ducks that go across the screen, but they can easily be taken out with
Alright, nope.
any shot you choose.
I thought there would be better
overall,
treasure.
benefit.
At the very least, if the quantity didn't change, and more
And
XP.
now,
No.
of course, that means he's a balloon.
Once again,
In his second phase, I don't know.
I
His
hoped
phase has 3,000
large maps would do
and
something, but it
only
really
180
just doesn't.
from the first phase. During this phase, Bebby does not actually attack us, but he does spawn tons and tons of dog balloons to come kill us. And to make matters worse, there's also a train we have to do. This phase is really similar to Riddick Crooks' final phase, because there's just a lot of stuff
Just
on
give me a
screen
challenge.
constantly. My biggest problem was I would try to dodge a dog balloon and I would just end up running right into one as they spawn. Or you know, sometimes dash. What the? Like, just look at this in slow motion. Like, what do you mean? But whatever. I just used my spread shot as much as possible for some crowd control, and I would also double jump and use my
You're still
Gex just
here.
like
Well, let's go.
way too many stupid things in a very, very long time. Third phase, which can be a very
You got it coming.
phase if you get caught up in your place, but one is the green donkey attack, where people go up and down, and the other attack is the yellow donkey attack, which basically shoots a horizontal wall of horseshoes at you with a gap, and what you have to do is make it through the gap. This phase is super easy if you know how to dodge these attacks, because sometimes you sit underneath him and deal tons of damage with the spread shot. This phase has 3,330 HP, but of course we made quick work of it with the spread shot. Well, you know, quick is relative. By quick I mean, 4 minutes. But after that, we've got a super, really easy final phase, It's only got like 8,000 whatever. Again, for this phase, we're going to be using the spread shot. It's a lot like phase 2 because we can still stand inside of his hitbox, and since we're hitting all of our spread shot bullets, we're doing some really good damage. Obviously, the only annoyance in this phase are the stupid fatherless penguins that had no
All right, let's
but
fight.
they're really easy to deal with. All we have to do is break up the roundabout shot and shoot them directly in their stupid face. And of course, to beat this phase, we have to pull off some totally sick fun. Early said, excuse me.
Too easy.
Okay. Okay. Alright. And just like that, we've defeated our first Inkwell Isle 2 boss. And obviously, you know the next grand boss that's coming up. Just kidding, we're fighting the dragon. Yeah, that's right. You thought I was gonna choose the easy way and go with fairness. I actually might as well get it over with now. Obviously, for this fight, I'm gonna be using the Lobber Shot. It's got one of the highest DPSs in the game, and for this challenge, it's just better than the Charge Shot.
All right,
First
let's
phase,
fight.
he has 6,840 HP, and he also has 2 different attacks that he can hit. The first attack being the Fireball attack. It's a lot like the attack. He shoots 3 fireballs and a double fireball and
Come here,
double damage from it. The next attack is this weird eyeball ring. He shoots a series of 3 rings, the final ring being parried. Since we're playing as this challenge,
What was that?
it does help if we need to build up our super. After we've dealt a certain amount of damage, he's going to start using his tail attack, which isn't really an attack. He jabs his tail upwards from off screen. You just have to watch the bottom of the screen and you can see exactly where it's going to come from. As long as you're paying attention to where it is, it's not that hard to avoid. But finally, after jumping across probably 8 million different clouds, we're done with this phase. We made it to the second phase, and if you've played this boss before, you know it's just this way. For this phase, we're still going to be using the Lobber, and pretty much all we have to do is just parkour between clouds. The only attack in this phase are the little flames at the bottom of the screen jump at you, but if you're constantly jumping between clouds, they pretty much can't hit you. But, you know, this phase has the least amount of HP in the entire boss fight with 5
All right,
health,
let's
5
fight.
so I can't complain. Although I'm still going to, because this phase took 5 minutes. Yeah, the phase with the least amount of HP took 5 minutes. Yeah, we did the final phase. Great, now all we have to do is beat what people consider to be one of the hardest phases in the game with... Well, that's just in this phase, he shoots a ton of fireballs at you that if you deal 5 damage to, they split off in 4 directions. He has one other attack in this phase, which is his flamethrower attack.
You're still
This
here.
happens right after
Well, let's go.
fireballs, and he basically shoots 2 bursts of fire. This attack is also really easy to dodge.
Educated strike. Oh, take. Let me help. My turn.
But the only problem with that is if I only dealt damage during that attack, then this boss
Oh,
will
we
probably
won.
take multiple days, considering that this phase has 6,600 count. So I went with the risky strategy of continuously shooting my Lobber all the time. And it's worked out pretty well. It's fun, kind of. Good. That's what boss production was. Oh. Oh. It was getting a little bit spicy there. Still not as long as KDK. He took 15.29. Now we're on to the boss you actually excluded with the boss. Hey, you wanna know something funny about this boss fight? Every quote-unquote mini-boss in this boss fight has more HP than the final boss. That's fun. For this video, I'm only going to be talking about the mini-bosses being got in this attempt, because if I talk about the rest of them, that would take way too long. Of course, our first mini-boss is...
Oh, right. Fighting time.
We're going to call it... What? Whatever. It doesn't matter, I don't care. This mini-boss will now be known as...
Got it coming.
Like a super all he does. Using the roundabout, I would just run away from him, and all my bullets would come back into directly in his face, and we were fine.
Wow, we won.
Boss is the candy corn guy. That's right, I'm not calling them by their normal names. This mini boss has 2,500 HP, and I pretty much use the same strategy from he'll also shoot out a couple candy corn minions which just float to the top of the screen. Since we're playing as Miss Chalice, that makes this mini-boss like 100 times easier. We can use her double jump and dash to easily clear over him and any minions he shoots out. And also, like I said, I'm just gonna use the roundabout strategy of running away and having
I haven't seen a healing thing in a while
well, that
in
strategy
these
is pretty good.
places.
With that defeated,
all
we're on
this
to our
fuss over
final
me.
mini-boss. What is a dog packer? That sounds disgusting. Regardless of these goofy ad names, we still need to kill him, and luckily this is the easiest mini-boss that we can get. With 2,200 HP, one only down the only thing even interesting about this mini-boss is that he has two children and he also can't punch.
That was fun.
I
Let's do
gotta
it again.
Before I say stuff. But yeah, I just used a combination of the roundabout front shot, and all I did was
I don't need any help.
And now we've made it to the interesting phase, just immediately the longest phase. And yeah, like, look at this. Platform! It's safe to say that I just love this phase of the boss fight. During this phase, she decapitates herself and she grows her own head and then throws it at us. She can throw up the two of her heads at us at the same time, and basically all they do is just follow us around. While this is happening, there's a big candy that rolls out of the front of the castle, and basically it just acts as a little annoyance, much like Grim Matchstick's tail. My strategy for this was pretty simple: use Miss Chalice's mobility to stay on the green platform at all times. This meant that I didn't have to worry about the candy rolling out of the front of the castle, and all I had to do was use my roundabout shot and dodge any heads that came around me. Like every boss
all
fight,
this
we got the
fuss
strategy
over
down
me.
after a while, and it just took a really long time. He only did like a couple videos. He sure, okay, maybe he had like 10 times. Dude.
Thank you.
Did you even notice I've been saving the flame bosses for last because I don't want to do them. That's right, it's time to kill her. And guess what? This is by far the hardest boss we've faced in this challenge so far, obviously. If you saw the intro card, I basically grouped phases 1 and 2 together because they're not separate phases. The first part of phase 1, mainly all he does is shoot eggs. These eggs are really easy to avoid if you go slightly off the back of the screen. Since they split into 5 parts, you can't sit on the back of the screen or else you'll get hit. So when I move a bit off the back of the screen, somewhere between the first and second eggshell that I can fit right through. The second attack he has is his bigger guns. He shoots 3 bullets out of his face, and he shoots these bullets much like the eggshells, and I pretty much use the same strategy to avoid them. I try to fit between the top one and the middle one, just so I can keep damage on him at all times. This part of the phase has 7,000 HP, and so does the next one. The next phase is long and extremely long. Because it's hard to and what you have to do is dodge
Oh,
it.
thanks for the attention.
What I tried to do was I tried to stay as
Oh,
much
it's over. Did we win?
constant damage on it. And all I would do is use vertical controls to move up and down on the back of the screen to dodge any feathers. I didn't mention that he has children, but all they do is act as meat shields, so, you know, all they try to do is run into you, and like I said, most of the time they just act as meat shields for Wally. But after putting an entire family of birds into extinction, we're on to the third phase. The third phase has 5,320 health, and the thing we're fighting is another child, and his name is Willy, which tells you all you need to know about him. What he does is he floats around and occasionally shoots at you. He also has 6 spiky eggs that float around him. Since they're spiky, that means they hurt, so we're just not supposed to touch them. Other than that, I don't have much to say about the phase. It's just a child and the phase. In his final phase, he is on his deathbed with 8,680 health remaining. He
My
has two
studies
attacks
have
that he can
prepared
do
me
in
for this.
phase. The first one being he can shoot his heart out of his mouth, which has a gun in it. The heart shoots exactly like the finger gun, this time it's 2 bursts of 3 bullets. The other attack he can do is where he eats his Snickers and becomes his true self, the trash man. What he does is he just shoots arcing pieces of trash directly at us from the mouth.
Oh, you're still
Other than
here.
this, there's the
Well,
two
let's
ambulance
go.
birds that are carrying him. These two birds drop kills, but sometimes they carry him. Most of the time they're not.
Come here, you little.
But often it's hard to aim directly where you are. And other than that, that's all they do. Pretty much for the entirety of this phase, we're going to be using the bombs. Unless I have my super, then I'm going to go down and use the pea shooter until I can use my bomb. And after a serious amount of bombs, this bird is finally dead. Ah! Victory Club! Eat this bird, dude! Oh my god! Longest boss fight so far, 17 minutes and 28 seconds. But sadly, we all know this aisle isn't over. Let's just get on with Will Smith. Now, if you know absolutely anything about this game, then that intro card looked extremely weird to you. Don't worry, I didn't get to it. During the first phase, he has the chance to do a bunch of
All right, let's fight.
He does that for the rest of the phase. By now, you know me, I'm not talking about every single attack that he can do, I'm just going to talk about the one that we actually got to fight. The one that we ended up getting in the fight was the sword attack. During this attack, there are 7 different spinning swords which do have the chance to be variable, and pretty much all they do is run it off at this phase we get extremely hectic with swords both flying from the chest and
Thank
at
you.
but believe it or not, this is the easiest phase. And with 4,500 HP, it's an annoying phase, but a pretty quick one. This game, I know it's really easy. Your phase is can't kill the village, time to not die. So, like, welcome to my master strategy of a thing called Fat. In this strategy, I did change the phase. Yep, that phase has, a whatever.
Embrace your death.
Everything's back to normal. He has 7,500. This phase is without a doubt the easiest phase of this boss fight. Wait, hold on. What? This phase can get extremely hectic with swords both flying from the chest and at you. But believe it or not, this is the easiest phase. This phase is without a doubt the easiest phase of this boss fight. Makes sense. What he does is he actually shoots his eyeballs at us that look like planets, but they're his eyeballs. And what they do is they basically just move up and down. You can either go through them or above them, and in this case, we're going above them. What we want to do is up the top of the screen and use our bombs. Any ghosts that come out of the coffin won't actually hit us, and it's pretty much impossible to take any damage.
Oh,
But yeah,
come here, you little.
the fourth phase is gonna be a little bit. Going into the fourth phase, we're instantly gonna hold down the dash button, which is gonna put us in the mini plane mode. If we stay as the mini plane while he's doing his weird scanning thing, then we'll actually engage a secret phase of this boss fight. This completely skips the fourth phase, which I consider to be the hardest phase, and gives all of the HP to the final phase. In the final phase, not only does it have additional HP, but there's also a mini puppet in the middle of the screen, which shoots in all 8 directions, but it can kills. With the mini puppet kills, this literally just becomes the final phase. The only change is that he's given around an extra 10,000 HP. In this phase, he shoots a few weird rings at you, but they're really easy to dodge. And as you can also notice, there are 3 spinning triangles, and occasionally one pyramid will shoot a laser in all 4 directions. As long as we're paying attention and we know where it's actually going to shoot, this is also really easy to dodge. Like I said,
Embrace your death.
longer in the final phase.
Now you gotta come in.
Long time since we get a comfortable distance from him, we're done. You missed the best dodges on planet Earth.
Excuse me?
Okay. Dude, I'm just like, bro, I'm falling into the cheese.
game is funky.
Harp of harmony, calm their restless souls. Thank you. Come here, you little. I want you all to myself. Harp of harmony, calm their restless souls.
And there we go.
Okay.
With Inkwell Isle 2. The ground boss with the most HP was Grim Matchstick with 19,000 HP. And the ground boss that took the longest to defeat was Bevy the Clown with 13 minutes and 46 seconds. And when we're talking about our favorite kind of levels, plain levels, the boss with the most HP was Digimon the Great with 30,600 HP. And the boss that took the longest was Wally Warble with 17 minutes and 28 seconds. There we go, we are officially done with Inkwell Isle 2 of this mod. If you want to see Inkwell Isle 3, let me know in the comments below and like the video. And also, if you missed Inkwell Isle 1, you can click the video link on screen right now. And as always, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you liked it, click liking, consider subscribing, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye. They will be answered because today we are going to be beating Knockdown Expert mode, but every single boss has 10 times HP. Just as a bit of backstory, I made a joke on stream that I was going to make a mod that multiplied all boss HP by 10, and then I did. And stupidly, I thought it'd be a good idea to go through the entire game on a new save file on Expert mode with this mod. As you'll notice throughout this video, it was a bad idea. Just to go over some very, very simple rules, I must start from a new save file and beat every single Inkwell Isle 3 boss on Expert mode, of course, with the mod on. For some reason, if you've gone
Just give me a
insane,
challenge.
like somebody else other than me, and you want to try out this mod, you
Let's
can
go.
to the description and download it right there. And finally, if you haven't done the videos for Inkwell Isle 1 and Inkwell Isle 2, those videos will be linked in the description as well as at the end of this video. But obviously, and of course, if you want to see me complete Inkwell Hell and the DLC Island, get this video to 8,000 likes and comment down below what boss you think will be the hardest. And without further
Come here, you
let's for any of these videos, go down to the link in the description and it will take you to a playlist of every single stream of this channel. That's just part of the video. The first boss to start off with Inkwell Isle is probably one that you expect, but I've got one question to ask.
Wow, we won.
We're starting off this video good with Rumor Honeybottoms. During the first phase, the police have finally found my location and they're coming to get me. This so-called B police officer only has one attack that he can actually do. During this attack, he floats right below the middle of the screen and goes back and forth placing bombs. These bombs blow up into many spikes which are very painful when they impale us. So to avoid being stabbed stab, we're just gonna jump around frantically with this chalice, hoping that we don't get hit. Also, some of these spikes are parryable, so we can use this to our advantage for special parries. In total, this phase has the lowest HP of the boss fight with 3,050 HP. The crack shot was useful because it got rid of any minions that were floating on screen. Sometimes. Occasionally, I would attempt to use my lobber, but that's only if I was set up with some good damage. And coming away from the police officer fast, say tax evasion, we're done with this phase. The second phase is a bit different. This phase has 4 times.
Educated strike.
The first attack is a triangle on once, and what it does is it spins around shooting mini triangles from each of the 3 points. The mini triangles it shoots off are variable, and it will always travel in a straight line. The next attack is the ball of food. Instead of the last attack where it moves in a straight line, this one acts on a momentum. The ball is variable, which helps with dodging, but the main strategy is what it takes you. The third and final attack is obviously this attack. She shoots 2 bee missiles from her mouth on both sides of the screen. These bees kind of move in a zigzag pattern, and it's a really good time of the fight to get tons of damage with the blocker. After a while, we're on the longest phase of this boss fight. That's of course her third phase with 5,740 HP. In her final phase, she obviously becomes she also gains attack. The first attack she gains is this big saw blade attack, where she'll hover over the left or right side of the screen and do a big swipe of a saw blade. And obviously, to avoid this attack, we have to go to the opposite side of the screen to not get pulverized. The second attack she gains are these absolutely quad fists of murder. She shoots these fists out from the left and right into the blade, and basically all they do is follow you until they give up. I was wondering, what's so fun about these big circles to avoid them? The problem is, they very easily go off screen, and guess what? They don't disappear when they go off. Just come back like nothing even happened. This led to me taking tons of damage from fists off screen because I'm not paying attention because this phase takes 8 minutes. This is mainly because, yeah, she has a lot of HP, but I also switched to the crack shot just so I can keep constant damage on her at all times. The crack shot obviously doesn't do as much damage as the lobber, but then angle with the lobber not working for the final phase, and I'm not gonna aim. So it looks like it's gonna be an 8-minute final phase.
That was fun. Let's do it again.
I think the DLC is really good, I just don't like it.
Oh, thanks for the attention, darling.
But hold on, whoa. Okay. Still not the longest boss fight. 1605, I believe. Is long gone. Did anybody see that?
My studies have
See, it's
prepared
funny
me for
'cause
this.
We gotta be and That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take out the German wiener. We're fighting for an number. We're gonna head to 5,070 HP, which is quite a lot. Consider that Rupert Honeybomb's final phase had only 100 more than that. So, it's gonna be fun. In this phase, he has 3 different attacks, his first attack being the scrap attack. In this attack, he pulls out a large catapult and starts throwing trash. Basically, the trash can be variable, and luckily we're playing as Miss Chalice, so her dash parry is going to be really useful. All we have to do to dodge this attack is parry anything that can be variable, leave a gap in the trash for us to go, and hopefully I don't
Not
get
that I
touched
need
another
it to be
piece
any
of me.
stronger.
Do I like fire? Oh. His second attack is going to be his cherry cannon attack. In this attack, he shoots a bunch of cherry bombs out from his cannon, and once they hit the floor, they blow up into a bunch of different pieces. These pieces slide across the ground in both the left and right direction, and obviously,
Just give me a challenge.
we take damage. Luckily, there's a really easy way to dodge this attack. I like to hug the wall that I'm closest to and use this Chalice's double jump to make sure I'm always off the floor. The third attack he has in this case is Charge Attack. In this attack, he shoots 2 different variable springboards that you're meant to parry to make it off the ground so you can get knocked over them. But we're playing as Miss Chalice, motherfucker. We got a double jump. We're just gonna jump over them. And other than those attacks, we're obviously gonna be using our roundabout to deal massive damage against him.
Well, let's go.
This phase is nowhere near being a short phase, but hey, we didn't take any damage, so. And guess what? There's actually only one attack that has in this phase, and that's his flamethrower attack. What he does is he switches the first and second floor, a absolutely massive.
I don't need any help.
One is obviously want to be on the opposite floor of the flamethrower. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention the absolutely massive amounts of bottle caps that want to shred me into 2 pieces. There's basically this big wall of bottle caps on each side, and occasionally one of the bottle caps will shoot out in an attempt to murder us. And also sometimes the
Damn it, that's the guy I want to level up, you fucking dickbags.
It's really easy to get stuck in a stupid spot and take damage from either getting shot like by a flamethrower or getting sliced by a bottle cap. For this phase, I wanted to make sure I was using my spread shot because we're in such close proximity. And also, you know, it helps to not be so I tried to do that as much as possible.
All to myself.
He also has 7,560 HP. So is this phase difficult? No. Is this phase stupid? Extreme. But finally, we got it. Once we finish this phase, we find out that he is not in fact a rat, but he is actually a furry. That's right, we made it to the final phase, and he gets 2 new attacks. His first attack is where he tries to absolutely slam dunk on us with his hand. It leads to either the left or right side of the screen, and whichever side he needs to, where his hand can be. He just slams his hand down a bunch of times, and that causes some pieces of wood to
Shit,
fall
not
on
enough
him.
mana.
And yeah, that's basically it. It's a spawns a bunch of spectral rats from
Harp of Harmony, calm their restless souls.
Spawns 4 of them, and what they do is they throw weird balls at us that flip
Did anyone else feel that?
I don't need any help.
balls can be variable, which means a lot of EXP, and since I'm playing as Mr. Balance, I'm gonna use the double jump to use the spread shots EX move to deal massive damage. After about a 5 minutes.
Already different level.
I've
Ah,
had too long of a time.
4 hours. Now then, let's play the game of was this fucking worth it? Goodbye, Alma. See you when I need you again. Oh, she gives 1 token. That's 3 tokens, and that's 3 tokens. Which is only enough to upgrade 1 character. Why? Not to worry. We have money. With all of our money we can buy 5 more. For a total of 8. So who's the unlucky guy who's not gonna get upgraded? I want Iya to get leveled up. Although, what will she even get? Theosa's a definite yes. I'll get Iya ranked up last, I suppose. Via the quest line that'll give us free tokens. I'm gonna go for 2-hand mastery next. Counterspell hardly seems worth it, honestly. Believe in the 1 in 50 chance, baby. any positive takeaway from this would be the fact that I'm pretty sure no enemy should be a threat to us anymore in that dungeon. If they still are, then that just proves we wasted even more of our fucking time. And that's just depressing. They're gonna do alright. We're gonna have to wait until next episode to see if our labor has any fruit.